You're told not to go to Colombia. So we did. Everyone talks about the violence. Almost no one talks about this. In one day, we crossed desert, rainforest, Páramo, and stood next to snow-capped peaks. Railway bridges still standing, even when no one uses them. Army posts abandoned and still telling a story. 3 mountain ranges tear the country apart, leaving entire regions isolated, forgotten. And while the world stayed away, the land stayed wild. So here's the question. What if the most dangerous thing about Colombia is how wrong the story is? Because we got nowhere to be and everywhere to go.
Have you ever asked yourself, when is the right moment to start your own adventure? We choose ours and decided now is the moment. We are Andrea, Christian and Nacho. Together we are driving the longest road in the world, over 40,000 kilometers, from the Arctic Ocean to the southern tip of South America. This is the Pan-American Highway. We're not rushing, we are here to catch every moment, every place and every story we find along the way. This isn't a break from life, this is life. Raw, real and better than we ever imagined.
So, good morning from Colombia. We just checked out of the hotel after shipping and everything. And we drive today, or we want to drive 550 kilometers to a little bit more elevated area. It's gonna be a long drive because they estimate like 10 and a half hours, which is a lot.
6:30 now.
6:30. So, and we have to go back to the car living, which is always a little bit hard, but yeah.
In the 1700s, Cartagena was one of the most important parts in the Spanish Empire, and also a hotspot for deadly diseases like yellow fever. We passed Magdalena River, which runs more than 1,500 kilometers from the Andes to the Caribbean and has long been called the River of Life in Colombia. Before reaching the sea, the Magdalena fractures into hidden veins of water, swamps, canals, and narrow channels that slip quietly into the land. Indigenous canoes once moved to this maze by memory alone. Later, smugglers followed, avoiding customs, patrols, and the Spanish Empire itself. From above, it was chaos. From within, it was freedom. Finally, the mountains came into view. We have to admit, we really missed them. The road climbed steadily, the elevation rising with every turn.
So we almost made it today, 550 kilometers, and it's 5 in the evening. It was a very long day, and we are driving now up to Playa Belén, and it's really nice. It's like you drive through a portal, and then you see all this nice landscape here. And the special thing is we had an army checkpoint. And we asked them if it's safe up here, and they say, yeah, we have to be careful, and we shouldn't drive into the valley because they are the guerrillas, and yeah, not the place that we want to go. But yeah.
Every house in La Playa de Belén is white. Not because it was built that way, but because the town chose to remain so. Lime-washed walls are renewed again and again. Red tile roofs keep low, dark wooden doors left plain. Nothing here is allowed to rise above the rest. It's a bit cooler here, and yeah, I'm dead tired. So, not many words from my side now.
Yeah, I'm super like surprised how this looks here. This was not what I expected when we said we go to the first camp spot in Colombia. It's actually really cool and looks really amazing, and we have a nice sunset. But first we have to take out Nacho because we drove through like 10 hours, one piece, no stop.
And this is the first time he's been whining, so...
Yeah, which is...
Who's got a good boy? We do!
It's fine, so he's allowed to
Yes.
try.
Samma
Then
belang,
we're gonna let him out. Oh, musst keine Angst haben. Sieh doch.
Hast du Angst?
Ja.
Er macht dir nichts, Schatz. Er macht... The next day started slowly. We were still worn out from the drive. So the ones that we had up until now were the best that we had. Like really creamy and they melt into your mouth. So yeah, I hope this one is going to be... Oh yes, it's good.
Jeszcze sobie noch lepiej. Troszkę.
Is it bitter?
More like an apple.
Not right.
The nice thing is it's really cold here, which is super comfortable.
Yep.
Very nice, very nice. I even had to wear a jacket. The pullover.
When the rain finally passed and the sun warmed the camp again, we sat down to play Rummikub with Marianne, the camp owner's daughter. What's happening, baby? What the fuck is It's not happening!
Go see if you can help them out. Make sure they don't have party.
Not long after, our new friends Heather, Dana and Bruce arrived. Naturally, the first thing we did was check out their rig.
Yeah, because they're
doing great.
it's long. You know, it's that long, so it goes to that level. Just
Probably less now that it's not so high up, right?
Yeah.
On the rack.
just
Between all the stuff I did in Panama, my MPG is way up. Oh, it's incredible, man. I've never, like, normally when I pull
Dana said he'll catch up.
You walk so funny.
I know, it's all sideways. Yeah. No, it's Dana, do you remember the name of the place your uncle's flying into?
Los Estoraques exist because the land keeps failing. Stone crumbles at the touch. Clay softens when the rain returns. Wind finds the weak places first, slipping in, widening them. Water follows, patient and exact, pulling the ground apart grain by grain.
Got slick! Good boy. Good boy. He put in 4-paw drive.
Oh, look at him.
Good job, buddy.
Good job, Nacho.
That's cool.
The cliffs rise suddenly, close enough to narrow the sky.
And now they won't get you.
Pale stone walls lean towards each other, carved into ribs and folds by wind and rain. Their surfaces are dry, brittle, almost chalked away by the sun.
This looks so cool here. It's amazing.
Back here.
You on the short leash, buddy? Okay.
It's really cool.
Big leaves. Sloth, canyon sloth.
What about that route? Oh, wow.
In the shaded corridor, where the cliffs pull the heat back, the ground darkens. Moisture lingers. Small plants take hold in cracks and pockets of soil, green where there should be none, forming their own quiet ecosystem.
It keeps going, but it's pretty narrow. You have to crawl through.
Good job, Nacho.
Where's the video? I know, this is your video camera. I was just kidding. It's fine.
You can crop it and just use it.
Bruce decided to take a mud bath, coming back coated in dirt, looking like a Saruman warrior. Choco, the small dog, followed us the entire hike. We made sure she had enough water and food after the hike, and she stayed close, as if she'd always been a part of the group. After so long in the hot, humid stretches of Central America, it felt really good to return to a colder, drier landscape. As Christmas was coming nearer, we had to keep on moving, as we wanted to spend it in another place.
No, that's not what it is.
Trade cars.
All right, well, we'll see you guys down the road.
Yeah.
See you soon. Come on.
We'll see you soon. Yeah, either tomorrow or
Hopefully
Wednesday.
we'll see you
I'll come find
by
you.
Christmas.
Yeah.
See
Yeah.
you soon.
So this place was really nice and calm nights, and the hike was also really nice.
We had this very cute dog here. He's pregnant and it's really hard not to take.
Yep. Yeah, but we cannot take all the dogs with us. Just one. Nacho.
One on top.
And today we're leaving and driving towards Bucaramanga, and then we try to find a place for Christmas. Bye. Bye. See you soon.
See you soon.
Bye, Bruce.
On the road to our next destination lay a stretch made famous by the Top Gear guys, Jeremy, James and Richard. It had a reputation, We wanted to see why, to feel it firsthand, without the safety of someone else's footage. The road to that point runs for 13 kilometers, never straight for long. It crosses narrow bridges, sleeps under trees that close in overhead, passes through short tunnels where light disappears and returns. Cows wander near the edges, indifferent to traffic. We expected it to feel abandoned, but it didn't. Small houses appear where you don't expect them, set back from the road, then suddenly close again. Life continues along the route, calm and unbothered, even as the road carries us towards the old railway bridges of La Via Férrea. I'd be lying if I said our pulses stayed calm. The moment the tires rolled onto it, the bridge answered. Wood complained. Steel stretched and groaned beneath the weight. Each sound traveled straight up our spine. But hear for yourself.
What do you see?
I've never seen cocoa trees before. We live in the land of chocolate, and I've seen the cocoa fruit, but the trees, it's a first.
This is just on the side of the bridge. Here's the bridge. Here's the lady, and the tree is just here, standing around. How was the feeling over the bridge?
Oh my god, I was so scared. Like my legs were shaking because the bridge does all these sounds, and you think it's going to fall apart.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah.
Yep.
So
it was also for me a little bit special, I have to admit. was a little bit scary when all the metal clunks around and everything is shaking. Yeah, but we have to drive back now.
Once the tension eased, the light arrived. The sky warmed, sliding into gold over the hills. Fields shifted color, greens muted and softened, as if the land had been dusted with sun. Beams spilled through the valley, catching rooftops and edges of trees, settling briefly before moving on. The next morning, we drove to Bucaramanga for Christmas groceries. The road led us through areas untouched by tourism. Chicamocha Canyon contains some of the oldest exposed rock in Colombia and one of its harshest microclimates. The canyon was carved over millions of years by the Chicamocha River, cutting so deep that it exposed ancient geological layers normally buried far below the surface.
Colombia is really nice. Really. I like it. With all the hills and mountains.
In some sections, the rock you see is older than the Andes themselves. And yet, at the bottom of the canyon, temperatures can exceed 40 degrees Celsius, with cactus, scrub, and near desert conditions. We made it to the camp spot, which is just outside Barichara, and found some old friends again.
So tonight is Christmas Eve, and I love having a Christmas tree, so we had to add one over here too, and ta-da! And some Christmas decoration as well.
Very nice, huh?
Yes, so Merry Christmas, people. Hope you have a wonderful time with your families, and yeah.
So this is not vegan anymore then. Because some kind of a fly jumped into the oil.
Not happy about that.
Yeah. But it was her, she sacrificed herself.
And
Oh. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Nacho, cheers.
Camping Guaimaro, it's a place that grew out of a converted old tobacco finca. Its owners, Yup and Julia, after traveling the world, choose to renovate using local building methods and natural materials, blending old farm structures with simple, open communal spaces. They also run sustainable and regenerative projects on the land, giving the place a real ecological purpose beyond just camping. It's a meeting point for overlanders from all over the world: South Africa, Brazil, Netherlands, Germany, Colombia. The site sits at about 1,270 meters above sea level, perched above the valley with sweeping views of surrounding mountains. There is a direct walking trail to Barichara.
We take a little hike today, or this afternoon, up to Barichara, which is a really nice little town up on the hill, and it's about 45 minutes, they say. So, the nice sunset, gonna be pretty cool here. Really nice light, and hopefully something good to eat.
That in Las Vegas, Red Rock Canyon in Las Vegas.
It would be now. Pretty.
Beautiful area, just you can see the coastline.
Yeah.
And I don't know what would you see?
Did you see? Yeah.
Yeah, this is botanical garden.
Yeah, these are the tentacles that
Peak
they...
design. Strip.
Yeah.
Barichara has a reputation as one of the calmest towns in Colombia. The town's name comes from the Guan language and roughly translates to place of rest. The village is built almost entirely from local stone. White houses line the streets, their doors painted green or blue, colors softened by sun and dust. The church rises from the same stone as the road beneath it. Footsteps echo on the cobblestones, each one answered by the next. Nothing here tries to stand out, everything just belongs. If you've been following us for a while, you know we don't eat out very often. But once in a while, especially at Christmas, we let ourselves slow down and enjoy a restaurant dinner. That night, Joe and Wayne from South Africa joined us.
It is very, it's got a bit of a spice to it.
Sunlight reached the campsite first, sliding across the ground and warming it.
See you later. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
So, and this is how we leave the place. It was really sad, but it's always. It's really nice. The door is still open.
On the way to our next destination, we took a shortcut. By now, you know Christian and his shortcuts. As the light began to fade, we found ourselves looking for a place to stop for the night.
Cheers! We just asked some locals here if we can camp here in this gravel pit, and they invited us to their home and that we can stay on their property, but they thought that we're gonna have a tent with us. And yeah, so we stay here and it was really nice to meet them. So thank you very much and cheers.
Why is there so much dust?
Took a very nice road today, so
Let us inside. Hi, baby.
As we continued our drive towards El Cocuy, we passed several small mountain villages.
So we are now in San Mateo, and which is very close to the Cocuy National Park, and we got a very cool camp spot from the slow roamers. And usually you have to drive around the mountain, but what we are trying is to go directly up to the camp spot and see how the road is. Hopefully we can drive up, and we are now 2,200 meters and the camp spot is on about 3,900 meters, so I'm gonna try to drive up, which is probably a very nice drive. Yes. So and then you think you're one of these, you take one of these 4x4 routes, and then you see a Renault Twingo driving up here. Very controlled.
Remember when I said Christian likes his shortcuts? As the road narrowed, then narrowed again, even he had to ask himself whether this was still a shortcut or just a bad idea.
So shit, we have to drive back because obviously it's only a path for horses. And we have a couple of horses, but there are maybe too many horses here. So we have to drive all the way back to San Mateo.
Yep. Lovely.
Shit.
As we climbed, the forest thinned. Tall trees gave way to open ground. The green darkened, then softened. The air cooled. And then we entered the so-called Paramo.
I'm going up.
The Paramo is a high-altitude ecosystem found almost exclusively in the northern Andes. The scenery changed dramatically to rock peaks and narrow roads. The first thing we did was driving the highest spot on this ridge, Cerro Mahoma.
$4,060. This is absolutely amazing, man. Oh, so cool. I was waiting for this climb up. This is so cool here. Holy shit. It rains a little bit and it's really cold. And we just met a Slovenian couple
and they did the hike here up to this part because they're gonna do the hike tomorrow on the El Diablo, which is about 5,000 meters. And yeah, obviously this is an old army base here. Crazy, yeah?
As we drove down to find a spot for the next couple of days, the fog thinned and tore open in places, revealing valleys, broken ridge lines, stone, and shadow stretching far beyond the road before closing in again.
Good morning.
So we've been here just outside of the Cocuy National Park for 4 nights now, and we really don't want to leave
Yeah.
because it's very beautiful, quiet, and the temperature is really nice. It's very cold at night and pleasant during the day, but yeah, it's absolutely amazing. And behind us,
Here.
you can see Colombia's biggest glacier system, which unfortunately is melting.
Very fast.
Yes, but it's very breathtaking.
And we are on 3,900 meters. So the first 2 nights I had a little headache, and I would say we are now 100% acclimated.
Yes, Nacho as well.
Nacho as well, so we can run around here. And today we are walking up here.
You can't see. Over there.
Here, it's here, this one, yeah. Which is 4,100 maybe, I'm not 100% sure.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm gonna hike up. It's about 2.9 kilometers.
One way.
And 300 meters in elevation, which is not so much.
But
Since we are on this elevation, it's yeah.
the air is a bit thinner.
Okay.
Mer?
Little pulse check.
Well, now after the break, it's 72.
60. 60 is good. And go. So this part here is my favorite part because it looks a little bit like Iceland, no? Like this part here?
Yeah. That's very
cool.
true.
Very cool. And we are a little bit above 4,000 now.
My pulse is 148.
Mine is 143. It's a little bit more now.
Yeah.
Also
I can feel it.
Yeah. Nacho is still pulling like a horse.
Which normally we don't like, but now we like.
Yeah, for you. He's pulling you uphill.
Yep.
Yeah. So we are now almost on the top here.
Yeah.
This is the place we were last time with the car. And today we're gonna walk up here to the point. So we made it to the top. 4,100 meters.
Hey.
And 1 hour. 1 hour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this tower here is still in function, I think. But this one here looks kind of abandoned. I mean, there's so much stuff on the tower. Cannot really tell what's still intact and what's not. So, but here the drop is really steep. Looks a bit scary. Huh? Naciolina did also a good job.
Yep.
Very nice, very nice. Super gemacht.
Okay, so we just talked to some locals, and they told us that this place used to be an army base, and in 1997 the guerrillas, they bombed and killed every soldier, and that happened right behind me. And yeah, we saw the stone with all the names of the soldiers. And yeah, it's a pretty dark part of the history, the locals told us. It's crazy, no? To think what happened here.
Yeah, and it's not so long ago, so.
No, it's really not so long ago. Yeah, so yeah.
And then they told us also something else. So in this mountain here, there is a well underneath the whole mountain here, and at the full moon, the direction is changing. So before full moon, the water comes out on the left side. After full moon, the water comes out on the right side. It's very interesting to get to know stuff like this.
Yes.
It's always good to talk to some locals because they tell you these stories about the places. Yes. Now we have to walk back.
Yes.
And tomorrow we probably leave the place. Probably. And go a little bit towards the south. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the episode. And yeah. See you on the next one. Bye.
Kisses?
Nacho is having some treats. Happy dog.
Aha. Nacho, kiss. Thank you.
And hey, if you made it all the way here, thank you. Every like, comment, share and subscription helps more than you know. A special thank you to those of you supporting us through Super Thanks, Patreon or in any other way. Thank you for being a part of our story. See you in the next one.